What we want from life and what drives us can be broken down into three different groups. 1. Achievements. 2. Relationships. And 3. Contributions. You've heard me frequently talk about North Star and what we lift up, what we valorize, what we admire, what we want to emulate, what we respect. These different things that we hold as a North Star to help guide us. Okay. But when it comes to the embodiment part, when it comes to what we actually want to do, it comes into these three groups. I'm doing this video now because we're at the end of winter. We're 2 months into, after our New Year's resolution. We are 2 weeks into our Lent, whatever was given up there. And this is the time of the year to just ask ourselves, what do we want, to use Chris Williamson's brilliant question. But what do we want? Not what do you want at the moment, not what you want and where you feel it and what primal drive that's tapping into or what intellectual drive or ego that's tapping into. None of that. Just what are you, as you look out into the world, what do you want? Does it come down to music? Does it come down to art? Does it come down to helping others, building something? Whatever it is, oh man, I wish that was in my life. I'm not going to do it, but I just wish it was. Asking that question's beautiful. So let's start there. What do you want? And you can put that into family, friends, work, and hobbies if you want, or you can break that up however you wish. Whatever model, whatever framing, whatever blueprint you want to use, just what do you want? Stage 2 is talking to that person, as in have some sort of avatar, some sort of, whether it's a celebrity, whether it's a spirit, whether it is a future version of yourself, which I do advise, any of these things, but just some face and some voice that you can just write to or speak to in your head, and then randomly through the day you'll just have a whisper on your shoulder just being if you wanted to be a great soccer player, you wouldn't be talking to yourself like that. If you wanted to be all artistic and all of the rest, you wouldn't be sitting down right now. Whatever it is. And again, you're going to talk to it. It's not like a tyrant that's going to come in and just be oh, I'll never achieve the heights that you'll achieve. No, it's just an inner voice that is just saying, hey, by the way, that standard you spoke of, let's look at this moment in relation to that. That's all the voice is saying to you. So what do you want? Put an avatar to it, put a face to it, put a voice to it. And then when it comes to trying to really digest it, okay, they're starting to talk to me. I'm starting to get a bit pissed off with them, to be honest, because they keep going on about my diet and my fitness and how I'm talking to people and how I'm talking to myself and how I'm spending my free time. And it's just, oh, geez, it's incessant. It just does not stop. Okay, now, everything that we want can be broken down into 3 categories: achievements, relationships, contributions. Maybe the achievement isn't for you. Maybe the relationship is for you. Maybe the fact that you want to be a musician, maybe just building the relationship with a musical space will be your thing this year. Just going to more concerts or live music or whatever it is. But just being in the atmosphere of that. Same with if it's art, going to art galleries, or maybe going to an actual workshop or studio. Beautiful, awesome. You want to read more or something like that. Okay, relationship with the library or something like that. Maybe the achievement isn't for you. Maybe it's the relationship. Or maybe it's the contribution. Maybe it is doing something for charity. Maybe you're busy already. Maybe your way of being is already stacked to the max, but you recognize that there's something out there that you want. There's something out there that, as much as it kills you, geez, if I could add it on, I would, but I'm not going to because I don't have the time. Maybe it's just contribution. And maybe that is a donation or something like that. Maybe it's a charity event where you collect donations. Maybe it is simply giving feedback or engaging that way that bridges into relationship there, but contributing a good faith critique of your favorite restaurant. Maybe food's going to be your thing this year. Maybe it is going to be music, maybe a critique or just diving into what are people saying about this? How does your music contribute to the big arc of the development of music? Maybe that's too abstract, maybe that's too academic or whatever it is. Grand, perfect, no worries at all. But that's what I'm leaving you with this week. What do you want? Not saying something that you're elevating at the moment, not something you're aspiring to at the moment, nothing like that. Just as you sit back and feel nothing, and you look around, what do you want? What does some part of you admire or respect, or just what catches your attention? I want to learn how to run, how to race a car, how to hike mountains. I want to conquer mountains and do all that stuff. Yeah, whatever it is. Number 2, avatar, put a face to it. That is becoming a common theme, I know. But once you put a face to it, then you're into relationship with it. And then, like I always reference the book, The Divine Double, that is how you can actually transcend, become better, is not by just getting rid of this and becoming that, but by relating to it so that this becomes that. It's magic. And then 3 is break it down. Like, that relationship won't give you everything, and maybe it doesn't give you direction, and maybe it does become a tyrant. Break it down. Achievements, relationships, and contributions. What achievements? Achievements are so obvious, it caught your attention because of the achievement. What achievements could you achieve? Relationships. Can your relationships with other people be about that? Can you stretch your relationship abilities into that space and start talking to them in real life, or start just communicating in that space? Maybe it's not with the person, maybe it's with, as I said, the actual space that they're in, whether it's music or art or whatever it is. Mountains, perhaps. Just go look at a mountain, don't know. And then 3 is contributions. How do you contribute to that? Is that financial? Is that simply time and attention? Is that comments and enthusiasm and just letting them know that they're good? Or going to the mountain and just talking to people and saying like, hey, by the way, you're really into that thing, therefore you should hook up. There's my contribution. I'm forming a relationship outside of myself, and I think that's a good match. I'm giving you examples here. Please do not get caught up in the examples. Just focus on the blueprint. What do you want? Put an avatar to it, and then break it down into achievements, relationships, and contributions. That is what I'm leaving with you this week. I hope you've had a great week. I hope you're looking forward to the week to come, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.